Vision 1 News.
About no siema munyina jo edeba Vision 1 93.5 so braso sen sema odro edeba so mo sanwumre no studio sa ewo enkran ha ye wodomi St John's yani St John's Grammar Senior High School na di anmuhwe asantimantem so Light FM 94.9 Bechem FM 106.3 wo Bechem no ewo afomantem enwekuo bia daroma enti enanwumre ye nam Health Alert Clinic is a woman near be a wo bia wotimin can say. A basse also ayaresa dia, one more jimua ward papa. Eti baby a wotimin cabia say a one casana or sani dunya, where wishing any be we young could be wadan for be would offer be and a aiding yan tem so. Fanny to America, a fan bra Health Alert Clinic, a babuapa. Ay, also a dear nephew or about feature now we know how we more. A health alert, typhoid, cholesterol was so gonorrhea, syphilis, sisiadie, when you see chia mojamro so, when you stroke ibia, a health alert clinic. Breman so say a prostate won't have a health alert in American for the amount kakra. Now when you so a brew, a white in a wenya, and a joke unti na a health alert. Or boa debia and honamian ya. Mesra a health alert. And no pemu ya DNA sisimu ha a health alert clinic. Obi won so na ni video mo hye pa health alert clinic and American for the amount. Ya de lab services, ya machine treatment. Any ne akeka ho nyina massage nyina. Ya san so detoxify body no efin bia be woro e de free mum. Ya adwuma free juada edi kwesi fiada no pa no wotwe anwure no num na ya pon ya kira kwan no ewo Madina pokuase ya shaman edi kaswa asimfo so ya wo police barrier free health alert ewo 0242518893 so ana 0242518865 so Police ni yadro no ai ena meka for the amount imbus herbal mixture baby a wotimi nka bia no imbus herbal mixture immune booster papa mani pedua ne gina ne nanso brane eti baby a wotimi nka say kidney anase liver 3D yade police ni edro no ebe boost immune system ne pa na gina na so syphilis ne gonorrhea ebe boa wo ama eyini nyina ade afiri ho ba bia tonro anasa bibidro Ghana de police ni edro no nyena ewo ho enti mpa cho se wo pese wo live healthy life de a police ni edro no 0540 710113 and 0246208496 First South College so say when this wadi no say wo pese wo be adwuma pomdi adwuma ko anim di antem so bra wo be ma nyantete mapa busu mi nsi antem na utita tumi krata ya wo de be adwuma medicine counter assistant adwuma wo betimi aye bi hospital bi amu resabia bi amu anase ba bi eton aduro bia wo benya eho abodi krata se wo temi nka nwumre na se BC ena wo hu certificate afako MVTI SSC wasi anasa wo ye mature student abra Person South College pacho ye wo achimota eben overhead bridge no ye ni FBN Bank ena fe Lomnava Roman Seminary Road no ena edi enmuhwe Person South College was 0543150330 and 0240948180 Haxa Misha any Haxa capsules so ulcer tamfo eti baby a wotimi kan nwumre yade ya ulcer H pylori ne kofa banon pa chow tie niye pa na kope Haxa Misha any capsules ne bi na ebetu ulcer yade na se deku owu owa wodidi kakra na ne bofro no owa o se me boso ye mbasabasa wo na se wofu no ya na ye kese na se wutu abom wo na se wodidi kakra bi nso no ase wofu na hyedodo obu onso a yembebo musa odidi kakra nso a na ne boso ehye no Haxa Misha and the capsules enuro no FDA agya to mu se eti ba bia wotimi nka bia no kopa bi to Okashi Drug Lane Repash Ventures and Hallows Herbal Madina Randy Pharmacy Ashaman Ekus Pharmacy and Afetema Little George Community 2 PV Obrempong about wa kaswanso Pharma Trust Pharmacy wo Tribe of Judah and Adjukado so benye bi ewo home Haxa Misha ne capsules no wetimi afrem panifo age mu nchiremu 0240238310 0240238310 Amedi Alternative Health Center. Yade bia yebetu ase de ama H pylori, ulcer, hepatitis B ni C, blood group obu wa fi si ya woni ba wiase onim ba bi kura wogina. Amedi Alternative health center no kan for the amount o pese o your ba na se woto no esuadodo o pese wo ma shape bem na wo twe wo yefunu mu srade nyina kogu oto a doctor be massage ya twetwe niema bi ama niema na sisi ne na so ama wa no ugina hwehwe no mabon say yes eniema konkan wo anu mu kan Amedi Alternative Health Center Accra ha ya ne wo Nungua Brigade Cocoa Beach ya ne King Solomon House no ene di anu mu hwe 0556193203 and 0202913511. Enumere nsem we badie di mu akotene ebi ene se Ghana police adwumako na ebo amane se awie ya omachi odifo salifo amuako ene ne yere dia omo ye no ye die mu amane ebreo
Sansu ne beba wura omaimu mra hyebeja fie na openikasi ono ne ta etom totoro na no wo mra hyebeja fie dia tudwa we no eye injunction ne wodi akopiem wo Supreme Court na mu nsam de bebre
abatu komisa so se voter register fee ye de ba beto aba no eniema wudo bia na nka enkoyiye wo mu nyina no wo mo de tu anim se wo ma hwe adane dane bibia
na wo sa strike ho nsensam ena we no eye silent majority ania wo mo no eye kuo bia wo mo so bata utag ho saa wo mo de abetu dwa we no wo mo ka kire utag mpenifo se strike wo mo de ahye so no wo mo na wo twe no miensa woman hwe no munyai
ye be free won ye kopie bu galamse nsem don kuma wo mra hye bedwam ne ye ka se de wo mo ba no dani wo se mampani agufu ado we de we feli pa o se de galamse ekika kone de ekika kobone
na wo amanyosem mu na ne wo penikase ono 2 franka de ma ndis ya manyoko ni ye mampani dada John Dramani Mahamba bosu kina wono so de ato ahemfo anim kire se wo mo nsori nyina waka no mo nkase ntia basabasa ya na ekosoro ewo abatuo mu braya to awie ene ne ho enkeka ho
ensam ne doso ne de besom agudie mu nsam ne amano ne die nyina ka ho bi enwumre yi medindi maame Afia Nyarkoah abronoma mene
Obrempong Kofi brako
Afei ensem no enchiremu eni mpacho ye de mu live nso e light TV so enti ba bia wo bia no se wuti TV ne ho a light TV wo hwe wo radio a VISION1 FM Light FM 94.9 na afei Bechem FM 106.3 afei nsem no enchiremu enie Ghana posi adwumakuo no ebo amane se enadue ya wo machi Bishop Elisha Salifu Amuako ene ne yire Moha Amuako na wo mienu ene awofo de ma akrachi bia na anu ada eyamemene de atwam ya wo kokotwi hyen kotwi ne basa ma ne hyen no ekobo hyen bia na esi baabi ewo East Legon ma eja to mu ya ka sei nipa be ye mienu bi kura ato aso afamu ato ananom ewo ensiedo Ghana Police adwumako no ebo amane se wo mo hwehwemu kakra wo ma ye ene se suspect driver no otwi hyen no ne din ene Elrad Salifu Amuako ni mfie no ye mfie edu ensia na otwi Jaguar SUV ehyen no ebia ne registration number no na GN 780120 na wo kyerese na ka na wo timu no oni obi na atimu en wo wutwia 4x4 akura bia na esini baabie America 1020 ode ekokọ hwimu ya kyerese na asem no eni enya papa na no akura no pedifo se registration number na GR 254223 ya na owura na wotwie ni din ene owura Joseph Aka nipa beye enan bi eka ho a na wo mu nyina eti ehyen mu ewo Mensawood Street a eno ewo East Legon ehyen no ekoba asanti ejato ni mienu nyina mu ema chese ahyepa enye fediagro na nhwemu aposifo eye no abeda dwase nipa beye miensa ya chese eja no etomu no wo mo eho kan ye no yetimi eyi wo mo na mienu bi eka ho eye Justin Agbenu ene maame dwomo ya wo mo mienu nyina wo enfie du mienu ne de wo mo ye nyame dia sanse wo mo hye ema ebro so eno ti ye ka say yetimi ehwe binom ema miensa na yeyi wo mo no yehwe mienu ewo ma wo po de nyame ya dom ye treat wo mo discharge wo mo na ba ko de odaso a ya woje ahwehwe driver ni a wonya mfie dunsia a ye odifo salifu amuako ne baba mu a ne di ene elrad no na ono so eka bi ono so ye ka say odaso a eje ahwehwe enu nti ye ka say awofo yi eye bishop Elisha salifu amuako ene moha amuako no wo mo twere aposifo kukumu a wo mo boa ama enhwehwemu atimi akoso team eno ne free police management board ye ka say IGP Dr. George Akufu Dampare edi animu no wo mo nyina ekopie mu ewa busu a wo ma hwere wo ma dehye ewo nkwanhie yi mu obuwie no omo san ekosra enuanom a wo mo ewo aresabia aposifo ebo amane se wo besere omanfo nya wo mu gidie sanse wo mbeye wo mo afam de so hwehwemu bia aka no wo mbeye tuase na ba bia mrada nso ye de ato kratai Assistant Commissioner of Police Director Public Affairs Grace Ansa Kofi enanensa hye asie be free ho na yakopie mu ewa abato ensemu ene Electoral Commission wo mo abogana fo nyina no ba se obi anka na komanto ne yem sanse abato homa ya fi yedi ba bedi dwuma no oha woduro bi na ewuwo mu wesimidin yede akwakoto ha ne ade nyina no wo mo se wo ma hwe asiesie no wo mo se be na otwemienu entemu ni no wo mo ahwemu yie pa ye mu review pa ya enye review ketwa na ne nyina no NDC amanyokuo no ena wo mo de wo ma no ebetu mu sanse wo mo kira na abato homa no ase ni ma bebrebi wo mu a enhyeda nkoyi enti no wo mo kura de wo mo se ankura dwumakuo bi hwe na anka wo mo meye nhwehwemu bi esefata na anka yemfa yie entu yie na so isi ebo anohoba se obedi hu dwuma enu nti wo de atu Ghana fo nyina ni se ampa anohoba na wo bo ye no wakodi hu dwuma ti obi anka na koma ento ne yam ene IPAC meeting koso ewa Lisa Hotel ewo nkran ha ho na dwomteneni edema abato komisa ma Mijin Mensa wode nsem nyina atu dwa wasan de atu dwa so obesra Ghana fo wo mu san ya re-exhibition o ede ya na o ma hyase bosumi ni de to so edunkunu wo mbewie wan hwehwe wudin na wotena wa ma October 19th no etwemu a enya dia ubenya chance biem eti Ghana fo nyina mo homhoden se dwumadie o masande abeto dwa eye re-exhibition na ekoso no obi ade ne ho bagim na etimi aboa yentie ni nsem ni bi.
As largely all the discrepancies identified to date have been fixed. As we promised during our last meeting, starting today, Tuesday, the 15th of October 2024, to Saturday, the 19th of October 2024, all registered voters will have a second opportunity to review their details online and report issues they may find to our offices in the districts where they registered. Political parties will also be provided with the soft copies of the register today. I did mention that the hard copies will be made available to all political parties at this meeting. Additionally, the parties will be provided a template on which to document any discrepancies they may have with the revised provisional voters register.
Eni ya yeti ye dwomteneni dema omen abato komisa ma Mijin Mensa ni nsem ya chi na pani abedi akira okọ NDC amunyokuo nma wo hwa abato nsem so na fe abafu nimdie ensem eso Rashid Tanko computer wodi atudwa wo se wo mo de are se sa ahoma na ye kan wasem ede beto aba bibia bekoyie ewom enti wo beto akoso a agina isi ne kon so kwapem se wo beye de se ne fata.
Not division as such. We just want to make sure that the sanctity of the electoral process is upheld. Nothing untoward moves through the process. We want the right thing to be done. And that is what we are doing. And that's what we have been doing all along. All these things that we are going through is at the behest of the NDC. If the NDC hadn't seen all these things, these people wouldn't have allowed all these processes to go through the way it's going. So credit should be given to NDC. And we'll follow it through until we get a satisfied register. Make sure that the persons who are supposed to be in the right should be there. And that's our position.
Eni ya yati ye pani kwankyerefo abedi akire ya wo hwe eye abato na fe abefu nimdie nsem so ewo NDC amanyokuo no emu Owura Rashid Tanko computer.
Yantu so na yankoye ne mo nsem from ne yemmowura omanmumra shebejafie na wobowura honmu a openekase wono no eta yem dom tutuo no ano eye onimunyamfo Alexander Afenyo Markin wano ene ne time no ka said the wabura Supreme Court and yankratasia no de akoto Supreme Court anim ania wadi tia eye mrashabidani de ma adehye Watermale South empeswa so Harina Idrisu ni hihye bia ne wo pese ene mrashabidafo no ahodo bese 9 pese ene wo munkunyase ye gifiri omnsam na openi de akwakoto eye Speaker of Parliament anim eye Harina Idrisu asem na mekan ode akoto Speaker of Parliament anim kire se eye suhum Amenfi Central and Avenso Aguna West. Sadis Yenina, Womusiti Yenin from Fromsam. I didn't hear Omuchemo what you say. Sound MPC, I or my dress on Pese Womunina say, an independent candidate war Afia Batua Yebetum. Avenso no a year open your nose with Jim Dima a formana, or a year younger Andrew Asiama Mwako. One also opening an address or pursuing Yinamu NPP Dimu, say Anton Swapa. Now so penny crop where independent candidate dada. What does happen? You want also in the city no yanji and free in some and a day. And your woman yens and travel and a young Afia Nyarkoah what they two Jan watch it say. Say a cobani say ya who be and your quarto at dinner no ebetumbi. Na se quarto e can be a no bet me abuama bibia the mufine. Na what shall Ghana ye article 97 clause 1G na. Ye 1992 constitution mu a eno redi adanse ye pefe gina mu ye hihye ya efa MP ho sa omo ya gi omo sita firi omo sam ne ade enyina na openi kirekire mu a wo kire se wo mo hwe ye hwe han na se sa nkrofo agodo nan yi a ye nwura Harina Idrisu ka omo sam se ye nyom sita firi omo sam se ye gi omo sita nya firi omo sam se kim ka hunu se NPP wan hwe yi a asem beba. If the one who say no, uko eye emrashabidafia, and ya drum do no eye 138. It is ye just for ye every mua, nan ye, one more a so babatio, and in it as a babeka 134. Equabasa ansua, a drum kuma woman rashabidafia, no more dear Saturna, one gusujinum 137. And Yakobasa paper, any and she be, any idea be a far band who I say is soon near you to me at the one year. Na dom kuma na wom rashe de vie so kase tia anya ntumpa na chese ne Kofi wo de asema ba emra woni sagirefo edi nkomo no wo kire ensemusen.
But it's good for democracy. I mean, we are still growing and there are gray areas. The Constitution is a political document, and political document which is a living document. It's not to be seen as some static document that must not be given life. So when these issues come up, it helps us to now give effect to what the law envisages. So I do not begrudge Honorable Harina Idrisu for bringing this matter up. I'm sure an opportunity will come for us to have a bite on the floor. An injunction application pens. So I leave that one to Mr. Speaker to take a decision on it. But I think that a court's involvement in this will help. And I'm fortified by Mr. Speaker's decision in the Ajosafo case. You know, when the Ajosafo case arose, Mr. Speaker said declaring seats vacant should not be matters to be taken lightly. It involves critical thinking, it involves processes, and involves the courts as well. Of course, people have been referring to Speaker Okoye's ruling in the Formina matters and all that. It is what it is. I mean, if Speaker Okoye made a ruling so motu on a matter, that ruling was not a court pronouncement, but that's a Speaker's ruling. I am of the view that the matter was not tested at the time in the courts. This is the first time that this matter is being tested. So I would not want to go into the Speaker Okoye ruling. I would want to rely on the steps I've taken and pray that the Supreme Court gives us a clear pathway.
Openia yetini ni ye onomonyamfo Alexander Afia Nyarkoah wono ena ye openikasi ya wono reta edom tutuo na no ewo mrashebedwafie
ya da so agina mrashebedwam na dom kuma no so ba no dani Dr. Cassiel Atoforsen na ode tudwa se o we se de galamse no yatua kwadru ani sunsanso a enya ewo mafo so ye mpatamu batamu na chese oman no de agika kono de kakobɔ ne papa sanse ene o hwe yensuwa bebi agina ye mfudi ye nsa asenom ne ade ye kwaye sadia omanfo ani brenti wo mo kyerɛ sɛ nsase abubu nnua gu ase yɛ nsuwa na ɛne anyan paa yɛ akyerɛ sɛ ɛsɛ sɛ mpanifoɔ etimi etu wɔn ɛnan esi wɔ san sɛ yɛhwɛ yi a nsusansoɔ bɔne nipo de ahyɛ aseɛ dada nanso wɔn tetena na wɔn ntu wɔn na mɔde a ɛneɛ ebewie ɔman ne bɔne paa ɛnɛ mmarahyɛ bɛyɛ fie wɔde nsɛm yi etu dwa esi.
Right Honorable Speaker, having discharged these courtesies, let me be quick to state that all is not well with our country. Mr. Speaker, our country is under attack. Ghana is under a plague of unprecedented spate of illegal, illicit, uncontrolled, and unregulated mining activities. So, Speaker, I say this because Ghana is under the precipice of a self-inflicted environmental genocide and destruction. Our beautiful country, once called the Gold Coast, to underscore the rich mineral deposit God has bestowed on us, is fast becoming a pale shadow of itself. The Speaker, our lands, with all its rich flora and fauna, are being destroyed by the day. Our once pristine rivers and water bodies are now looking as brown as coffee, having been poisoned to satisfy the insatiable greed of unscrupulous few of our citizens. The Speaker, many farmlands, including cocoa farms, have been completely destroyed, and in their place are unattended pits and gullies from these uncontrolled mining activities.
Enu achi no se wo hwe enura hodoɔ bi a wɔn etu galamsey yi wɔn de gugu nsu ahodoɔ mu kura nsa na wɔn anya agudie na ama wo hwe a enya nsusanso wɔn afɔ dodoɔ na so apɔmuden kwan so enne kidney yade ne liver yi nyina ensuo na yɛ num na o san sɛ ansa na Ghana water kura bɛda ne ani no age wɔtwe enuro dodoɔ na de gu nsuo mu ansa na wɔn de abrɛ wɔ yɛfie mu ame anom wɔn nso tete nkronkuma mu a wɔn ni baabi a wɔn kɔ a wɔn ni pipe no ensuo na ani basa no a na wɔn asa na wɔn akɔ atwɛn am na siwa ebi wɔkɔ na wɔn ano ani ni kakra enti ama enne yade tietese ɛwɔ mamu a wɔn de wɔdi NPP aban ho yɛ apa sɛ wɔn ayɛnhwɛhan ama enema agensɛm.
The Speaker, according to the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research, the CSIR, it may take up to 300 years to restore the quality of soil damaged by these illegal mining activities. Right Honorable Speaker, it appears that Ghana is at war against itself, and the destructive effect of this frightening and far-reaching mining, Mr. Speaker, will go a long way to affect the lives of the people of Ghana. This reckless and criminal discharge of heavy metals such as mercury, lead, and cyanide into our water bodies and land have already begun to have dire consequences on the health of our people. Mr. Speaker, medical experts have delivered a scary verdict on the babies being born with various deformities, such as the absence of limbs, eyes, and other vital body parts. Mr. Speaker, we are at crisis point. At the heart of this crisis is leadership failure, official complicit, and lack of political will by the Akufo-Addo government and the NPP. Right Honorable Speaker, to do nothing is no longer an option. Right Honorable Speaker, I repeat, to do nothing is no longer an option. This House must rise to the occasion and bring the necessary action to bear on the President, the Vice President, and the government to act.
Any atie donkuma no ban dani any majority leader so akasa se obesre ato forcing galamsi asam na ye kan we nya politics nti obesre ne pass ye ka asam na ye nyina ye nkan ye nya NPP any NDC sem ye ka sei donkuma ne kura frɛ se ehun be nya sempanifo bi aban e de adwuma bi hia wo mo nsa twa sika twitwiri de beto wo se wo mo mfa nko galamsi no wo mba no bebu akontanti ye kine kɔ no ye de mu amane aka nyina ebebrɛ mu.
Awusia yentroso ne yakoye ne mu na we eye silent majority. A womo no eye adehye bi omoka University Teachers Association of Ghana UTAG eho. Womo no omoka sa cheche mo kire se. Womo ma eye UTAG mpenifuo. Womo mo 3 days. 3 days. Strike womo de ahye so no womo hwe no womo ntwam. Womo ntwam dendendin a ene womo kasa womo niambre dendendin kire se. UTAG strike womo de ahye so no sabi womo ni nyina so papa bia. Adentia wo mkire se so hwe organize labor krampo wo de betu jacheche mkire se ne wo mbekọ strike krampo afa ye galamse efise galamse ne de ese ye nsuo ye nsase ne ye forest reserves ahodo ene de ese ye hwe ne ye ka ho asem nanso bere aban no emo mawreham se o galamse ne de obetu susa ane obetu susa ba fi na ni ko sesa bibaifo ba wo tu ahmache se wahu eno pe wo mte ye nom se oke sa aban kan sa de ane ye strike no ye gitum ye jai na modia moye mo ho twintwina twan moye twintwan se chingap Why might be some person must strike and mod baba ye? And no any press conference a course where in a day in a open because you no di equine Professor Isaac Buadi, one year senior academic and spokesperson Edima Equine. One no and what did to judge you tag and penny for Yamamu 3 days. Motion strike and munchum. If it's a munina should be a farm strike here, Marco.
We are by this statement requesting the following: immediate action from the national leadership of UTAC by Friday, this coming Friday. If they can respond to our call before Friday, we'll be grateful. October 18th, 2024, first, to call off strike immediately. Our first plea, first request to NEC executive. They should call off the strike immediately. Constitute a team that will monitor the implementation of the government's roadmap to addressing Galamsey menace.
Openia Yatini, a Professor Isaac Buadia, one on a senior academic and spokesperson at the a silent majority Omoka University Teachers Association of Ghana.
And some Kroya so National Union of Ghana Students, NUCS. Wamusi wamutia UTAG strike now, one person wamuyan to ambassador S24, and we are no more chances and come away, my dear, we had a dear intina modia chinchina train. Most are 71 Chumua manati. And I want my friends and 12 share more penny for the nooks are no chreme upon Daniel and no so best. One more chances and I think commodia be a while good in a tree.
As advocate for students and the future of education in Ghana, believes that embarking on a strike at this time is counterproductive and does not address the underlying issues of which UTAC seeks to protest. The strike does not represent a practicable solution to the Galamsey menace, nor does it serve the best interest of students who are already facing numerous academic challenges. Disrupting academic activities, particularly at such a critical time in the academic calendar where stakeholders seek to restructure the academic calendar to the normal system, only jeopardizes the future of students and does nothing to the advance fight against illegal mining activities. These strike actions further exacerbate the processes of destroying our academic calendar, which has already been distorted by COVID-19. NUCS plea to UTAC. In light of the above, NUCS pleads with UTAC to reconsider their decision and pursue a more productive approach. We present the following points for consideration. Revoke the strike action. By choosing to go on strike, UTAC sacrifices the well-being and future of their dear students.
We a penny pa ya wada National Union of Ghana Students School na no NUCS Ora Daniel upon Chereme.
Yamongra Manyosemu no openia 102 frank Kadima NDC Amanyokoni ye Mampeni Dada John Dramani Mahama Bosuke na no ene wono so kom ye ento abo. Ewo Upper West Region na hono mo na ne wode akoto ye Upper West Regional House of Chiefs ahemfo ene wa anim ejeje mo kire se omo nsori nyina waka no mun kasentia basabasa ya ne koso ewo abato enhu enzemu na ne openi cheche mu awakire se se wohwe ne esi ena no kwasie da wo NDC ne NPP entam wo mamu bia ya ade bia entwa yie kura na so ahemfo so omo sori tia no omo kasa ebetimi asi ano kwan papa no akire se saban NDC amanyoko na wo mo na bana sumdwi a omo ye nkrofo bia omo dopa na wo mo de omo ho hye asumdwi hu pa na so no nya de omo ye hwehan amo asabe NPP for Edu Amasekan Eden Edwan Kanda wachire nsemuzin.
Saw what happened the other day in Mamobi, and I hear it was the result of health walks. The two opposing parties were holding health walks or something, and then there was a clash somewhere. But even if there was a clash, I mean, maybe it might not have led to the loss of lives. But people had weapons and they fired shots and injured people. The reason why this continues is because there's impunity. Those who have those weapons know that nothing will happen to them. They will do it and get away with it because they are operatives of the system. They are people who belong to the political establishment. I saw one clear picture of one of them holding his pistol. Just watch, nothing will happen to them. And as long as nothing happens to them, it will continue. And that's why often I say that the moral voice of society must be heard. And the moral voice of society resides in our chiefs, our religious leaders, our civil society organizations. It's not that these people are not known. The people are known. The society knows those who fired those shots and injured those people. But again, like Ayawasu West Wagon, even if a commission of inquiry is set and says these people should be dealt with, government won't deal with them. As long as that government doesn't deal with them, others will be emboldened to do the same thing. And so I feel a bit helpless about it. The point is, we are peace-loving, but it gets to a time when people must defend themselves. And if this continues, a time will come, others would also arm themselves with guns, and it will become a shootout. When it becomes a shootout, more people will be killed. In this case, the shooting was in one direction, and so all those who were injured were on one side. But like I'm saying, if impunity develops and it continues, a time...
Mampenida da John Dramani Mahama na yo penikesi wotu franka edema NDC amanyuko nene enieti ye no.
Ye ko na yakofa agudie mu nsem ede abremo otega mo fans ebe ka me ho na fe no de ho bia no ode asom yo otega apom ti say
nyame adome ho ye na so
boko ye nkwai
de so ase yenda eye oba Afia ene Obrempong ase so ndi no nsia kase no ede ebre sabre so se ede moko eye agoprama so na ene ana ojabo jano enya bedu Sudan a kire Ghana wo obi manso Libya a she Ghana kamienu Ghana entumi ante eye ekano AFCON 2025 qualifiers ye bo eye return leg no Ahmed Taish ebo first goal 62nd minute and Mohamed Abdulrahman enya second goal ede eye Sudan game ni kole wie no and James Akosia Pia Maele Ghana ni mapawa kire Ghana edi asem edi amai o see very unfortunate say Ghana as a good team Ghana into me and qualify no the other Ghana Sunday Sudan mum two teams na clash in the area I say back and ofimienti nsema James Akosia Pia edi tuya
put a smile on the face of all Sudanese. Inshallah, every game is serious, but inshallah, the next game try to get at least a win to qualify automatically. The fans, always when we come here, Libya is our Sudanese home. So when we come here, we have a lot of Sudanese in Libya, and they all come to support us, which is very good. And that is why we have chosen here as our home ground. It's unfortunate because Ghana has a good team, and it's unfortunate that one of us, either Ghana or us, has to go out. And unfortunately for Ghana, Sudan has beaten them, so automatically Sudan will have to go.
Okuno ayade ediama otiaseman kono aye Ghana team Akosia Pia on board qualifiers our Ghana team Africa ha na se World Cup and lose so on tournament ni bi da inti wakofa Sudan and so adia qualify ko AFCON head of blasters of Ghana en koma to Ghana we na VISION1 Sport ATC Bonten so and e ko bisa Ghanaian fans say in fact Ghana edincho Akosia Pia nkasa yamba aburo e kamienu AFCON 2025 yenko bi game na nkasa wo so wo hu ni sen na de na anko one can be a bunch of Ghana for
Sudan has Ghana for the first time. I Ghana national team. The boy they played the Charlie. They say we will qualify for African Cup and World Cup. So the boys for Charlie. Therefore, we can't Charlie. We will be qualified. You think that we are the worst moment at the map last time? Oh yeah, sure. We are worst moment for Charlie. Nightmare, worst moment.
Yeah, because. I will have two cars, no more boy, Lucia. Let's say, let's have a Bobana at the tournament. And yet, Ghana, dear, football party, you say, no, because of politics in your money, we have football in the area, a kind of boom. Or Bob, Ghana, Bob, and win back. Who should be women and anything? And women, you I come boom. That's a bit money. It's a compassion friend. I say. Amabungu aba the Bunyam Empire say on Bayromo.
We see emblem coach, we say players, who's so far say coach and I say a players now. One more else. I will training. Because a more part about Ghana football is here. But we say coach who say I say coach and I say players Ghana. Your team AFCON 2025 yet to me and Kofi. We are disappointed. Oh, I am. Ghana for Nankasano, because press Nankasa, coach Nankasa, the changes secure the year and yet we change the year Panama goes good in our buy. Almost for press a bit in my boy. Where young could be M1 today, some of a bonnie and traveling at the show was one anchor. Watching us on Pamano, where now we are my I'm never cabinet sentiment. The Machavina not draw. My get trade. Nini na say. As a Ghana boka. Nini na say. So what I say. Nini na say. I had a come for trade. Ini na say am ya me say me abisa akwabisa me fa 50 Ghana na to 30
Ghana von Krofuka say we fans omo esogoto oman konkron Ghana after the game in summer almost early to January. I also Ghana into young qualify Uncle Morocco 2025 for the first time Afcon Cup of Nations in 20 years time. And here is a crime for my Ghana. I also had to any now young for a good museum FAC Nano Siakasiano and Twasso.
Otega ya say God can fail and so dear Ghana fairly. Brakon fire vie wa manone na eyemra enyemra nso emesomwe na onto aso family.
Obi beze osajeta. Ghana for you. I was here Kofi Obi maso ana yeko US emanu na we use US Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. Ana airport na yechechemu kire se sisia no mo ba be hyase ene screening. Edi afa yade bi friend mabek ho na wo mo kire se sa yade yi virus ya unity di wo Rwanda a san se de ne adehia wo mo efri Rwanda egbawura United States nyina ese omutimi screen wo mo fi se wo ye obi a wakokodi Rwanda be se 21 days a wo se nipa no wo mo ebe ye screening kama pa we ye US Department on Health ena ebo sa amanie na wo mo chechemu kire se enkrofo 26 ena anya bi wo hono emu wotwe atoa nananom wonsie to na wo mo kire se enra de ya dwo ena eno nso omunya 56 confirmed cases a eno nso no wo kire se 36 ena wo mo ede wo mo ato eye aduro so emu dumienu 12 ena atoa nam wonsie do nti na ese omutimi ya hwe yipa na wo mo kire se sa ma bagi wono ni suba te se Ebola pepepepe wunye obi atu a ubenya bi obi ho tivivre na do ho kan ubenya bi odofu bi na hunu na che na osi medo watu kwan waba eni atu ono nso o kire se wo bi a wusa nipa no ubenya mi dem mom no wonte se coronavirus a wono no de yenya no wamframam da bi eno na ema ne ye save kakra na enso so no ese yetimi esi anokwan a ene eye US fo ebo enka ye kire se wo mo de o madehye ye hu hia ompa eniti eso mutimi ye screening se na be ye obi mfa bi emonwura oman mu na entre enti no afia ye free US abano no
Ajia special local foods any restaurant wo mo se wo mo pe abrante ene emrante a wo mo abati esoso wo wa eti se wo timi kan nwumre na wo nua ba ma bi odofo bi anase wo a wo tie me no wo ya abrante ya wo matire a wo betimi dia wo fufu a Ajia special local foods and restaurants se wo mo pe wo mo eba be wo fufuo ama wo mo ena fe so wo betimi atu cake onwo bi atumi tu cake pan no ne meat pie no ne ade ye pe obi so e baker obetimi ato san ne ma no eti frɛ Hajia special local foods e was 0535 484 392 0535 484 392 Asedan Koma production team ni nyina NS Kumi etena fidie no echi camera Derek Pratt ene Samie Siedo MCR Sami Botwemo Sofo Francis Nyarkoah Facebook Nyarkoah Live TV AB edit videos ene images awodo no ede emayedo bibia ase anwumre yi ye ba ya medindi maame Afia Nyarkoah abro no maame ne
Obrempong Kofi Brako anwumre yara mu nyina ase ama moniti ene hwe
eyemra enyemra eto aso